Hello gamers of the internet and welcome to my little corner of YouTube. I'm the Death Count and today I'm giving you a pretty casual review of Project Zomboid. And hopefully by the end of the video you'll have an idea on whether or not you want to play or pass on this game. So, what's Project Zomboid? Good question. Here's the game in a sentence. This game is probably the most realistic zombie apocalypse simulation game that's out there. Now for a lot more sentences, let's break the game down. We'll start with the story. When it comes to plot, the story's kind of whatever you want it to be. You can run around with whatever headcanon you dream up. Once you hit start, you enter the game with whatever world settings are running. You can start on day one with Cheetos and watching the TV, or you can start 6 months in already scrounging for cans and worms. You can really do whatever you want with this. Hell, I recorded a game where I was playing as Ned Flanders from the Simpsons Halloween special. Like, you can go wild. If you're looking for actual plot, there's very little. You're in Kentucky and zombies just kind of happened. You can find out a little bit from the radio and some TV broadcasts, but there's not a ton to really take in from the plot from what I've observed while playing. But hey, that's enough about the non-existent plot. Let's move on to the game design. And starting with graphics, you're not blind. Or it's highly unlikely that you're blind, so you tell me if you like the graphics, okay? But graphics are super subjective, so seriously, let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think it's fuck ugly? Because I think that objectively, with this dark, grungy 2D art style, it fits the game that it's set in really well. And as for sound, the sound effects are good in this game. There are auditory cues when things happen around you, like cues will let you know when your character's startled, or when a world event's happening near you, or if there's a zombie that pops up when you get distracted in the real world. These cues and things like gunfire can be a little loud at default, so when you start the game, consider turning down those effects just a little bit if you're rocking headphones. But the overall audio quality is really good in this game.
He fucked up.
Now jumping on the maps, you've got 4 towns you can spawn in a regular game, all of which are part of one massive map with a lot of interconnecting roads and woods and a couple smaller locations. These map locations are distinct. Each of them has their own advantages, disadvantages, and like little secrets and hot spots. There's also a few challenge modes that come with their own separate maps as well. Like you got a cabin in the woods, and most recently there's a island resort, almost like Dead Island. It's pretty amazing. For UI in the game, UI in this game is actually amazing. It gives you all the information you need at a glance. Color-coded images. They let you know when something's going right, or more often, when something's going wrong for your character. Once you've seen what one means, they become super easy to identify, and you can always mouse over them if you need to get more information. Now on to the core of any good game, the gameplay. Gameplay in Project Zomboid is very cyclical. Like you imagine survival would be in an apocalypse, you know? Step 1, you go out, you grab food and supplies. Step 2, you bring it back to your base, whatever tools and weapons you find, all that good stuff. And step 3, you use those supplies to build up and defend an area, like a safe house or home, or really whatever you can keep your hands on. Then you do it over and over again. And from here, you kind of focus your character on becoming whatever you want to be. You can become a farmer, fisherman, hunter, really whatever combination of skills and experiences you want your character to be good at. While it's very possible to create a self-sufficient safe haven over time with careful planning and the right tools and some luck, odds are that at the end of the day, you're gonna die. Either due to bad luck, getting too greedy, or sheer stupidity. When you die in Project Zomboid, you can choose to respawn with a new character in the same game world. Most of the time at least. But honestly, when I play and lose a character, I just delete the game world and start a fresh one. You get attached to your survivor, and when they die, you'll be upset. Especially because you lose all their built up skills and experience. But you can run back and find your base with a new character if you choose to. And even kill the zombified last character if that's your cup of tea. The game promotes thinking before doing. Planning your scavenging route, being cautious while jumping into unknown buildings, packing smart so you can carry enough stuff home to actually make your trip worth it. I'm just giving you the gist of a typical game, because there are a number of challenge modes and optional settings available to modify the way you play the whole game. They have a challenge mode where you're stuck in a cabin in the woods killing zombies horde mode style, just like COD. You get money for each kill. If you want a game mode where you're the last man on Earth and there's 0 zombies, you can do that. Or if you want to put yourself in a world where there's just a crazy amount of sprinting, superhuman, roided up rage zombies, you can do that. You have gameplay options here. You can pretty much cobble together any type of zombie apocalypse situation that you want. Alright, a quick little note on controls and mechanics of this game. The AI in this game is really good, like I've been harping on. You can make zombies as brainless or as ruthless as you want. They'll sneak up on you, or a horde can just randomly waltz into your base. If you make them real smart, they can walk right in the front door by literally opening it. So, you know, the world's your oyster. As for game controls, the beta for the newest update made the characters a little more weighty, slowed down their turn speed. It takes a bit to get used to, but weight starts to feel pretty natural in this game quickly. Looting in this game has always felt a bit clunky, but I think it's that way to simulate the time and movements it would take to actually pick things up in real life. You'll feel a little janky while you're playing sometimes, but running around in the overworld feels pretty good, and so does combat. As for any big problems or serious breaks with the game, the game is extremely stable. I haven't encountered any bugs or breaks, even in the new beta, so I'm happy to say there's not much to talk about here. If you do know any problems, please share them down below, but I think I've had the game crash a single time while playing it, and that's just because I was messing with a ton of options. Alright, now as for extras with DLCs and updates and mods and all that stuff, when it comes to DLCs, there are none, so you don't have to buy anything. Everything that comes with the game is in its updates. And as for the modding community around this game, it's pretty big. It's not the biggest I've ever seen, but it's large enough that it can keep you busy. And while most zombie games are overflowing with anime titties and Shrek mods, like Left 4 Dead, which don't get me wrong, it can be fun. The Zomboid modding community, on the other hand, every mod I've seen is a genuine and honest attempt to add something legitimate to the game. Like, some are just small and tweak little things to make things a little more realistic, and some are overhauls to the game's entire mechanics to really nail down that survivalist gameplay feel. Anyway, so here's my little wrap up here at my casual review of Project Zomboid. I think this is a really good game, especially if you're into zombie games, base builders, and or in-depth survival games. This game's full price on Steam goes for $14.99, but you can easily get it for $10 or less on sale. I highly recommend it. You know, if you're into any of the things I just said, give it a look. Maybe watch some gameplay. I'll link at least one channel down below that puts out some pretty good gameplay for this game. Anyway, folks, don't forget to like or dislike the video. It's your choice. But if you want to see more from me, then hit the subscribe button. You know, it's a meme, but it actually helps folks. Here's a clip of my 40+ hour character finding a house with only toilet paper in it. I swear I didn't do it. The devs just have fun. Let me know your thoughts on this game in the comments. Are you interested in playing this one, or are you going to pass on it? Be sure to let others know if I missed anything you think's important. Anyway, shout out to my first 5 subs. You guys rock. And if you've watched to the end of this video, you're pretty damn cool too. Anyway, catch you guys in the next review, challenge, or whatever the hell else I do. Bye-bye.
Hey, Simpson, I'm feeling a mite peckish. Mind if I chew your ear?
Remember the long lines at your local supermarket just over 2 weeks ago when we began working from home and businesses began shuttering? Well, you don't see as much hoard buying anymore, but 2 items you still can't find: disinfecting supplies and toilet paper.
Hey, listen, it's some kind of mistake. I didn't sign up for a cage match. Hey, unlock the thing. Take the chain off.
Hey, Freak Show, you're going nowhere. I got you for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of Leak time! Ah!